If you are one of the many people who would love to declutter and simplify your life, you would love to make your space more organized and pleasant to be in, but you just have no idea where to start. You feel totally overwhelmed. It sounds optimistic, but I promise you, you can in fact simplify, declutter, and basically change your life in 10 minutes a day. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to implement these 10-minute routines into your daily life, how to actually stay focused during these 10-minute increments. I mean, hello, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. What should you be focusing on in these little 10-minute segments? Also, why only 10 minutes a day? Why not 20? Why 15? Why is 10 minutes going to change my life? I'm going to tell you that too, friend. And I'm going to share with you over 20 different ideas for places and areas of your home that you can tackle in these 10-minute sprints.
So the first thing you need to do is to pick an area to tidy. Pick something that you're going to declutter, clean up, tidy up in this 10-minute sprint. I'm picking my desk area, my office area for my 10-minute sprint because I get so easily distracted by mess and clutter everywhere, and I know I can tackle this in 10 minutes. Then you want to take a before picture. You can use your cell phone for this, or you can use a digital camera, whatever you've got access to easily. And then you want to set a timer for 10 minutes. The timer is so helpful because it really keeps you motivated. It keeps you from getting distracted because you know it's running in the background. So like you kind of know you're playing beat the clock, if you will. Now you may think, Angie, it's not going to take 10 minutes to clean up this area. But here's the thing, when you're picking an area to tidy or declutter in this 10-minute sprint, one of the rules that I have for myself is that everything has to go to its home. So that means that those old coffee mugs, they don't just get shifted somewhere. They have to be taken all the way into the house, into the kitchen. Part of the reason that we feel like we're always clean and yet things are never really done or decluttered is because we're just shifting mess from one area to another. We're just shifting clutter from one room to another. So it's really important that things get taken to their actual home, the place that they belong. The more that I do these 10-minute sprints, the better I am at judging what exactly I can include in them in a reasonable 10-minute span. But for me, this was perfect. I got done actually in a little under 10 minutes, so yay for me. And then I take an after picture. Having before and after pictures can be very motivating in the future when you need a little bit of a spur to get you going. It's really fun to look back at all the befores and afters and see how just 10 minutes can make such an impact, and it's worth it. As I previously mentioned, I can squirrel harder than just about anybody you know. Getting distracted is like my middle name. Angie gets distracted, Braniff. That is what happens to me, and maybe it happens to you too. So here's a couple of ways that I keep myself focused when I'm doing these 10-minute tidies. I love to listen to podcasts or audiobooks, something that distracts my brain while my hands are doing the work of cleaning. I will also talk to somebody on the phone. My poor mother has listened to me gab for hours while I am decluttering and cleaning. And sometimes I'll just watch something on my phone. If I'm going to be like sitting stationary, I'll watch something on my phone or TV. For me, that's usually just a video version of a podcast or maybe some YouTube videos. So it's kind of like a fun little treat while you're doing the work of cleaning. You also get to do something that you enjoy, which again, distracts the brain. Not sure where to start? Well, my advice would be to start with whatever area is driving you the most nuts. Sometimes it's my children's shoes. Sometimes it's my bathroom. My bathroom is one of those things that if I take care of the clutter and the mess and my bathroom being a mess, I feel better already because I'm going in there to start my day. So I want to start it in a room that feels tidy. It's really just about whatever is annoying you the most. Maybe it's the countertops in your kitchen or a junk drawer. Whatever's going to give you a quick win and whatever area you're spending a lot of time in, which means that you're going to get to enjoy the fruits of your labor because you're spending a lot of time there. So you're going to get to see it and enjoy it. Ultimately, you have to just really know yourself well. What is going to motivate you to keep going? Is it going to be the area that has the biggest impact visually? Or is it maybe an area that you spend a lot of time in but no one else does? So you know that it's not likely to get as messed up so quickly. Why only 10 minutes when there is so much to do and tackle? Because most of us don't want to spend our days and our lives organizing and decluttering. We have so many other things that we would like to be doing, so many other places that we could spend our time with activities and hobbies and people that we love. So this is about making it a part of your daily life and daily routine, and not something that overtakes your entire life at the sacrifice of some of the things that you really enjoy doing and the people that really matter to you most and where you really want to be spending your time.
These 10-minute sprints are really about creating new habits. It's building new habits in yourself. It is habits stacking on top of each other so that you never get behind, so that you never have to feel like it all has to be done at once. We can just use these tiny increments of time to tackle big projects in tiny little segments that feel much more doable and reasonable.
Well, now what can I actually get done in these 10-minute sprints? Number one is to throw in a load of laundry. Part of the reason we get behind on laundry is because we don't like the whole cycle of it. But if we tackle it 10 minutes at a time and hopefully eventually develop a system that really works for us. Number two is to throw out unmatched socks. We keep a sock bin in our laundry room, like a basket where everybody's socks go. It takes me 10 minutes just to go through the bin really quickly, match the socks, and toss out the ones that do not have mates, especially if I know I'm through all the laundry, so I have all the socks. The others have gone to Sockland. Number three is to do a quick tidy or pickup of one room or area. This is one of my favorite ones because I am a visual person, so I like the impact it makes. Number four is to dust and or wipe down your blinds. This is something I forget to do, and it's one of those tasks that when I check it off, I feel extra accomplished and like a real live adult. Number five is to delete 100 emails. If you can get through 100 emails, that is awesome, but just sit down and delete as many emails as you can. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Get through those emails. Number six is to strip and remake your bed. I love crawling into bed at night with freshly cleaned sheets and linens. I did not value this when I was younger. I value it so much as an adult. So this is one of those that has a big impact on me mentally, maybe not as much visually, but I love fresh linens on my bed. Number seven is to clean the tub or shower. I typically like to clean my shower when I'm in it, but sometimes it just needs an extra deep clean. Cleaning a tub or a shower can definitely be a great 10-minute task. And if it's a quick wipe down for you, you might even be able to get in more than one. Number eight is to clean your makeup brushes. Y'all, this is so important, and I know people skip this, but it's really bad for your skin. So giving those a really good clean, it's one of my favorite ways to use my 10-minute sprints. You remember that we washed a load of laundry. Now we have to put it away. Don't think I forgot, friend. Number 10 is to vacuum one area or room of your house. It kind of depends on how big your house is, how big the rooms are, etc. You'll figure out what you can reasonably vacuum in 10 minutes. I can kind of almost do basically like our whole downstairs area, and I do give our hardwoods a vacuum as well because dog hair everywhere. This is, again, one of the most impactful visually for me ways to use my sprint. Next is a quick toy declutter, or at least just a purge of broken toys. I also like to do a sprint with like dried out art supplies, markers that didn't get their lids put back, just a quick 10-minute pass through the kids' toys or art supplies. No, my friends, it is not in fact Thanksgiving or Christmas, but we are wiping down the baseboards anyways. This is a great one to do. It is something that, again, I notice because of all of the dogs and kids and dirt. So I wrap a microfiber cloth around a broom. I can, again, do our whole downstairs, but depending on the size of your house, maybe just start with one room. It's a quick and easy 10-minute sprint. Number 13 is to gather up 5 things to donate, declutter from your closet. I do this one regularly. I continue to purge and make myself get rid of things. It's actually very much a part of my routine now. It's a great 10-minute sprint if you feel overwhelmed at the thought of having to go through all of your clothes all at once. Another great one is to remove old food from the fridge. Just taking a few minutes to take a pass through your fridge and see what is potentially rotten, and for us might get fed to the chickens friends or might just get taken to the compost. This is kind of one of those maintenance things for me. I love to give my sink and drains a little freshen up. It's basically 2.5 parts baking soda to 1 part hydrogen peroxide. You put the baking soda, then pour the hydrogen peroxide and let it sit for 10 minutes, then run hot water, and it helps declog the drains and keep your sink functioning and flowing well. Number 16 is to sweep the bathroom and mop it if time allows. It kind of depends on how big your bathroom floor is and what you've got to tackle, but in 10 minutes, I can sweep and grab my steam mop and be able to do both in that quick 10-minute sprint and keeps my bathroom looking tidy and nice. Take a quick 10-minute pass through your skincare or maybe your makeup. It's totally up to you, but taking a quick 10-minute declutter, tossing out stuff that's expired or that didn't really work well for you or for your skin. Maybe you can pass it on to someone else, or maybe it just needs to be tossed out, recycled. But a 10-minute pass through skincare is a great 10-minute sprint. Number 18 is to vacuum your curtains. Sometimes I will take my curtains down and actually put them through the wash, but vacuuming them with my handheld attachment for my Dyson is a great way to spend my 10-minute sprint. And it's something that you don't always think about, but the animal hair and dander and dust and stuff definitely gathers and collects on those curtain rods and at the tops of the curtains. Just like we can do a quick pass on our own clothes to declutter, I can typically get through my kids' clothes pretty quickly. So this is a 10-minute sprint for me. However, usually I just pick one kid or my twin girls who share clothes. I'll do a quick 10-minute pass through their clothes and look for things that I can pass on or sell in our Poshmark that they no longer wear. And number 20 is one of my favorite ones. Take a 10-minute sprint to water your plants, to fertilize your plants, whether they're indoor plants, outdoor plants in your garden. Taking 10 minutes to take care of your plants is one of my favorite ways to spend a 10-minute sprint.
Every time you take care of one of these 10-minute tasks, you are building up the evidence that you need to be confident that you can become someone who keeps things tidier. You can become someone who stays on top of decluttering and some of the routine cleaning that tends to build up when we ignore it and let it go for too long. These 10-minute increments really allow you to build up that proof, because the only person that you need to prove it to is yourself. And if you want even more ideas for areas and rooms in your home that you can tidy and tackle in 10 minutes, I do have a free checklist for you down below that goes room by room and helps you tackle these 10-minute tidies. It gives you lots of ideas for each room. You can do these things. You can keep on top of it, and you can keep a tidy home in just 10 minutes a day.